fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucs and Cards from Glendale. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. To in the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
This play's open. All the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Tua now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He wants it all for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. On the outside, he's got Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. And cycle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Tua to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Dancing away at the 35. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
No, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Just keeping the play alive. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle to Beckham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Tua now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Packers' 11-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly is struggling, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to connect with Bo Melton. That'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's going to tie the game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ready.
From the 30 on second down, Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Tua. Being chased out left. He completes it to Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Tua going to throw. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
52 blaster.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
It's taken to the 26. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point being good by Sanders. And a lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
Now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field, but once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone, 3rd downs, and getting after the quarterback.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 8 coming up. On play action, here's Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll get it inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Dolphins extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now a 14-win campaign. Extra point, and good by Sanders. Lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Channing Tindall, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Now, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Rodgers. He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Miami, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.